Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So in this video, we are going to see some Docker commands. I've already taken login inside my Linux institute instance. In past two videos, we saw the Docker, what is Docker and container, then the how to install Docker, then the how to install Jenkins server on Docker. So in this particular video, we are going to see some Docker commands and some Docker terminologies. So let's start the video. So let me switch the user sudo -i. Okay, let's do Docker. Okay, let me check docker -v. So Docker is installed. If you don't know how to install Docker, then you can watch my previous videos. Okay, let's do systemctl status docker. So using this command, I'm going to check the status of the Docker service. Hit enter. So it's saying inactive. Okay, let's start the Docker systemctl start docker. So by using this command, I'm going to start the Docker service. Okay, let's check the status one more time. So it's saying it's active. Okay, press Q. Okay, so this is Docker daemon. So what is meant by Docker daemon? So Docker daemon runs on the host operating system. So this is the host operating system. So daemon is the responsible to running the containers and the Docker services. So this is Docker service. So I'm going to perform the practicals. So instead of theory, I'm going to explain the Docker terminologies and Docker theory inside practical itself. So Docker daemon is responsible to manage the Docker services. Then what is Docker client? So suppose let me hit one command Docker image. So this is one command. What happened? Docker image. Oh, sorry. Docker images. So this is the correct command. So it is showing one image, right? So this is command. So what is meant by Docker client? So Docker client will interact with Docker daemon. Okay, through client, this Docker client. So Docker client will interact Docker daemon. So how Docker client interact with Docker daemon? Using Docker commands. Okay, so hope you understand the terminology of Docker client and the Docker daemon. Then what is Docker host? Okay, Docker host. So Docker host is provide an environment. So we have installed the Docker on this system. Okay, so that means we got the environment, Docker environment, to execute and run the applications. So how to execute and how they run the applications, that we will see. So Docker host contains the Docker daemon. So I am running these commands, then the running this service on Docker host. So basically Docker host contains the Docker daemon, then the Docker client, then the images, containers. So this is images, right? So Docker host contain the images, then the containers, network storages. Okay. So hope you understand the terminologies of Docker client, then the Docker daemon and the Docker host. So let's move ahead on Docker commands. Okay. So first command was this one, right? Docker images. So first command is Docker images. Images. Hit enter. See, by using this command, we got the images present on this machine. If I do docker image ls, see, both command are same, docker images and docker image ls. So there are three ways to create the images. So first way is Docker Hub. So there is one Docker Hub registry. If I can show you Docker Hub login, see, this is Docker Hub. See, I can log in from here. Okay, let me show you how it looks like. See, this is Docker Hub. So there are multiple images are present inside this Docker Hub. So Docker Hub is like registry where we can store our custom images and we can pull that images whenever required. So this is the image of the Docker Hub. So you can sign up on Docker Hub. So Docker Hub is a one way. Then what is the second way? So second way is create image from Dockerfile. So I'll explain you what is Dockerfile in upcoming videos. So by using Dockerfile, we can create the Docker images like custom Docker images. And the third way is we can create image from existing container. So what is meant by container, I have explained you already, but in this video we are going to see practically, okay, how to create the containers. So we can create the image from existing container. So there are total three ways for creating the image. First way is Docker Hub, second way is Dockerfile, and third way is existing containers. Okay, so this is the first command, docker images, or you can type this command as well, docker image ls. Then the second command is docker pull. Okay, by using this command, we are pulling the images from Docker Hub. Suppose I want to pull Ubuntu image, Ubuntu, hit enter. See, now this command will pull the image from Docker Hub. Like this command will pull latest image. So this is the tag. If I do docker images, then you can see Ubuntu is present on my Docker host. So this is the image we have pulled from Docker Hub. Then the how to create the containers. So docker run, this is the command to create the containers. Then the it means what? Interactive shell. Then the hyphen name. So this is the container name. Okay, this is for our reference. You can give any name. So let me give DevOps CICD. So this is the container name and the image name. So this is the image, right? Ubuntu Jenkins. So let me give Ubuntu as a image name. Then the bin bash. Hit enter. See, now I am inside the container. So this is my host IP and this is my container ID. Okay, let me do ls here. See, I'm now inside the DevOps CICD container. But after hitting this command, I'm directly come inside this container, right? If I do Control P and Q, see, now I'm outside the container, do ls and do docker ps command. So by using docker ps command, we can see the running containers. See, this is the running container. If I do docker ps one more time, so this is the running container. So by using this command, we are creating the container as well as we are going inside that container. If I run same command one more time, let me show you with -d. Okay, so let me change the name devopscicd underscore 1 suppose and hit enter. Now see, container is created, but we are outside that container. We are not directly go inside that container, right? After this command, if you do docker ps one more time, see, two containers are running. You can check the status here, up about a minute and up 11 seconds ago. So this is the name. As I said, you see, this is the name DevOps CICD1, DevOps CICD1. This is the second container and first container is this one, DevOps CICD. So this is the name of that container. You can give any name. And this D means detach mode. Okay. Now, if you want to stop that container, then you can run this command docker stop and the container ID. Suppose I want to stop this one, okay, DevOps CICD 1 container. You can type 887. This is the container ID. You can type the 3 letters or you can copy all this container ID and you can paste here. But I'm going to type these 3 letters because these 3 letters are unique, right? So this one is 183 and this is the 887. So let me hit enter. Okay, it is taking some time. I guess maybe my internet issue. Okay, now check docker ps. See, only one container is running. So by using docker ps command, we got the running containers. If I run docker ps -a, a means all. See how many containers I got here. So docker ps -a means all. It will show you stop as well as running containers. See, this one is running container and all these containers are stopped instead. If I run docker ps one more time, docker ps, see, only one container is showing which is running. Then if you want to start stopped containers, then you can start using docker start command, docker start and the container ID. Container ID is 887. So this is the container ID. Currently it is in stopped state, okay, exited state. Then they do enter. See, container is started. You can check by using docker ps command. Two containers are running. Now, how to delete the containers? Let's try docker rm. Now I'm going to remove the running container, but it will not allow me to remove running container. Okay, let's check 887. This is running container, right? So let me remove this container, hit enter. See what it's saying, cannot remove container. Container is in running state. It means we can't remove the running containers. We can remove the stopped containers. Let me show you one stop container. Okay, this one is the stop container, right? Exited mode, exited status. Okay, let me remove that container. ID is dc5, hit enter. See, container is removed. Docker ps hyphen a. See that container ID, you can see here dc5 is not there, right? It means that container got removed. If you want to remove the running containers, then you have to stop that container first. Okay, so suppose I want to remove this 887 containers, so I have to stop that container using docker stop command. After that I can remove that container. Okay, you can now type docker rm command. See, container got removed. You can check by using docker ps hyphen a command. So there are only two containers. First one is a running container and second one is a stop container, exited container. Okay. Okay. Now I want to check the Docker version. So by using docker v command, you can check the Docker version. So current version of Docker is 25.0.8. So this is important thing. Okay. So interviewer definitely ask you questions on Docker versions. So you have to remember this version. Okay. So this is the Docker version. So by using this command also you can check docker hyphen hyphen version, hit enter. See, using docker hyphen v or docker hyphen hyphen version, using these two commands we can see the Docker versions. Then as you know how to stop and how to start these Docker services by using systemctl start docker and systemctl stop docker. Okay, Docker images. Now I want to delete these images. Let's check docker ps hyphen a first. So this image is attached to the running container. This is the running container and Jenkins image is attached to the exited container. Let's try to remove both the images. Okay, it will not allow us to delete that image. Why? Because these two image already is in use, right? These two containers consumes these two images. If I try to delete docker image, Ubuntu image using docker rmi command. So rm command is for removing containers and rmi command is for remove the images. So let's try to remove Ubuntu image. Ubuntu, and we have to give this tag as well, latest. Okay, hit enter. So by default it will take latest tag only. If you not provide the latest tag, then also fine. Hit enter. See, it is saying container 183. This one 183 is using this image Ubuntu latest. So we can't remove this image. Now this container is running. Now let's try to remove this image, Jenkins image, because this container is in exited state. Still, it will not allow us to delete the Jenkins image. Let's check Jenkins. See, now tag is 2.60.3. So in this case, we have to give this tag. Otherwise, it will take latest tag. Let's try, hit enter. See, there is no image, no such image with Jenkins latest. Why? Because it is looking for the Jenkins latest tag image. So we have to give tag here. Okay, tag is 2.60.3. Now hit enter. See, it is saying container 167. It means this one. Okay, it's in exited state. You can see here status is exited, and this container is using this image. Okay, Jenkins image. It means we can't remove the stop container image as well as running container image. For that, we have to remove that container first. Okay, let me remove that container. Docker rm, then this container. Okay, 167, hit enter. So container got removed. You can check using docker ps hyphen a command. Now it is showing only one container. Okay, earlier it was showing two containers. Now let's try to remove that image. Docker images, hit enter. See, this is the image, Jenkins image. Now this image is not attached to any container. Run that command docker rmi jenkins with the tag, okay, 2.60.3. So this is the tag. Hit enter. See, image got deleted. You can check using docker images command. So only one image is present. So we can remove the image or we can delete the image by using the name and the tag, or we can use the image ID as well. So this is the created date and this is the size of image, 78.1 MB. Okay. So these are the some basic commands. In the next video, we will see more commands. Okay, more Docker commands. Till then, bye bye.